Hello, 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 GED scholars. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Professor E. Jean of PJ Education Group, and one of the programs we have is through OPM Training School, our GED prep program. Well, if you are on this YouTube channel, that means you are preparing to get your GED. I am so very excited for you. And you know what? I am going to today with this lesson focus on encouraging you to go to the GED website, the official GED website. And I'm going to show you some of the benefits of going to that GED website and why going to that website. We're going to discuss why going to that website is an advocate for you as you are preparing to study for your GED exams. Now, before I get started, do me a great favor, huge favor, and make sure that you like this video, of course, share this video with someone that you know is preparing for their GED, and last, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can receive notifications when I post new videos. Now, the one thing that I share with my students, and recently we've had an enrollment for our early spring session. A lot of the students, when they call us, they ask questions about what the first step is. So I posted this in a previous video, but I want to start off with this lesson or this lesson of encouragement. The first thing that I want to encourage you to do is to make sure that you set up your account on the official GED website. That is so very, very important because when you go to the official GED website, that website will provide you with important information as it relates to what is on the GED exams, the cost for the GED exams, locations where you can go take your GED exams. And if you decide that you want to take tutoring classes or prep classes, the website also provides you with a list of organizations that are registered through their system. Not necessarily that they are promoting, but they are agencies are registered through their systems that offer GED prep courses. We happen to also be listed as one of those organizations here in the Metroplex area of Texas. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get started with going to the official GED website. Now, this lesson, I'm just going to focus on going to the website and just navigating through the landing page where you can get all of your FAQs, frequently asked questions, answered on the official GED website. I am doing this as a video because I do have so many students, and when I tell you so many scholars, call you my scholars. I have so many scholars that call and say, I don't know what's the first step. What is my first step? And when they give me a call, I say, well, the first thing I need you to do is set up your website before you spend any money with anyone. And they ask me, how much does it cost to set up a website, an account? I say a website, but an account on the GED website. And the cost to set up your account on GED.com, it's free. That's right. And free is your friend. So it is free. It doesn't cost you a dime, just a little bit of your time to set up your account on the GED website. Now, let me just go ahead and share my screen. So give me just a minute to do that, to share my screen, so that as I go further, I want to guide you with what I'm looking at and what I'm speaking about so that you can understand why the first step for you when you're preparing for your GED exam is to your exams is to set up your official GED website. And I want to tell you, we had a class yesterday, and I was so excited about some of the new scholars that have joined our program because it just demonstrates their commitment to get their GED, and I am committed, like they are, to help them with getting their GED. All right, so give me just a second. I'm getting it set up for me to share my screen on Zoom, and I believe you should be able to see it right now. Perfect. There it is. Okay, so now you can see the website. It is GED.com. This is the landing page. I do have a demo account set up. To my demo account, I take practice tests. Well, it's actually an actual account. I call it a demo account because I don't take exams, the actual GED exams, but I do take the practice exams. And the reason why I take the practice exams is because I know that as I prepare for my lessons, my video lessons, my in-class lessons, and my tutoring sessions, I want to make sure that when I prepare my lessons and deliver my lessons, I want to make sure that my information aligns with the exams that the students are going to see when they take their GED exam. So on an annual basis, I will go back to the website and take some of the practice exams. And again, I do that also not just to make sure that my information aligns. That's the main reason. But me as an individual, I also attend school. I take certification courses. And so throughout the time of the year, as I am teaching GED prep, I'm also learning information that is important for me to get certified and credentialed in certain areas where I work. And so sometimes when you get all of that information, I only have one brain. I'm a human being. So I want to make sure that I stay aligned with the GED information for my students as I am learning things on my own to keep myself certified. So I do that on an annual basis. So I do have an account that I can log in, but today I'm not going to I'm not going to say I'm not going to log into the account. I might, but for today, the focus of this lesson is just to show you that when you first go to the website for GED.com, a lot of your frequently asked questions can be answered when you go to the website. So one of the first frequently asked questions that I get from my GED scholars is, can I set up my account for free? The answer is yes, you can. Again, I've already answered that question. It is free. It doesn't cost you a dime. You just go to the official website and it is GED.com. So you can see the website is there. The next thing you can do before you set up your account, you can just look at your menu, the menu on the GED website. And let me just share with you, I'm on my laptop. So you can access this website if you are on your phone, if you are using a tablet. The look may be a little different because the screen is smaller, but all of the information on the landing page is still available for you as you are preparing to go to this website and prepare to study for your GED exams, okay? So I don't want to say the first tab because again, it looks different on the cell phone, but there is a tab that says about the test. When you put your mouse or, you click on the tab, the sub-tabs are described as test subjects, price and state rules, test scores, scheduling, accommodations, and online testing. So we're going to click on the first subtitle, the first link, which is test subjects. There are 4 test subjects that you must pass to get your GED exams. These subjects are not listed in order, which means you do not have to take any exam in a particular order. You can start off with math if you feel like math is your strongest subject. You can start off with reasoning through language arts. The other 2 subjects are social studies and science. So it really is up to you. You do not have to take all 4 exams at the same time. We don't recommend that. I don't recommend that. So when I say our organization, we don't recommend that. We absolutely encourage you to take one subject at a time, to focus on one subject at a time. Get that subject that you feel you are the strongest. Okay, so if it might be social studies, science, language arts, math, whichever subject that you feel you are the strongest, that's the one that we're going to encourage you to focus on and prepare to take that exam, okay? So now each subject is timed and the times are different. So for math, you have 115 minutes. So it's a little less than almost 2 hours. You almost have 2 hours. For reasoning with language arts, you almost have 3 hours. The total time available for you is 150 minutes. The shortest subject where your time is available is allotted is social studies. You have 70 minutes, which is an hour and 10 minutes. And then for science, it's 90 minutes, and that's an hour and 30 minutes. So if I was preparing for my GED exams, and typically when I am getting ready to take the GED Ready exams, which they have available for you on the GED website when you set up an account, I usually take social studies first. I like social studies, but it's also the shortest exam, so it gets me in a rhythm to help me set up a cadence as I'm preparing to take GED Ready exams. So you can do the same thing, but you might feel like you're stronger in math. So whichever subject is your strongest subject, that's the one that you want to focus on first. So again, we clicked on About Test. We clicked on Test Subjects. Additional information that is provided for you with each subject is the content for each subject. Okay, for math, you have basic math, geometry, basic algebra, graphs, and functions. For language arts, it's reading for meaning, identifying and creating arguments, grammar, and language. For social studies, you have the same thing, reading for meaning in social studies, analyzing historical events and arguments in social studies, using numbers and graphs in social studies. And then for science, you have reading for meaning in science, designing and interpreting science experiments, using numbers and graphs in science. Okay, so it gives you pretty much a snapshot of the content of each exam for each subject that you have to take and pass. I'm scrolling down to the area where it says, and you can look at the format. So let me not skip that part. So the format is, and what it means by format is what the test will look like and what you can use for helps when you take your test. So for the GED exam, the official calculator that you can use is, and I'm highlighting it, is the TI, which stands for Texas Instruments TI 30XS calculator. It is a scientific calculator, and I do have one not far from me, so I don't know if you're able to see it because I know I'm using a different screen. So, okay, there we go. Not sure if you can see it. If you can't, I'll show it to you at the end of the video. And actually, I have a picture of it on my website. So I'm going to show my website towards the end of the video, and I'll show you what the calculator looks like. So my recommendation, GED scholars, please go purchase that calculator so that you can practice using that calculator when you take your GED exams. Now, some facilities provide the calculator for you. Other facilities have the calculator where you'll click a link on your exam and the calculator will be visible for you to see it while you're taking your GED exams. You can use the calculator for all 4 exams, but from my experience, the only time that you would need to use your calculator is for the social studies, science, and math. As you can see, even when I scroll up to the reasoning through language arts, there is no documentation to discuss using the calculator because you're not really using numbers or anything that's going to require for you to use the calculator. You're doing a written essay, and so, but you don't have to use the calculator. But for the other tests, you may have to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. And so I do recommend having your calculator handy with you when you take your test for the other 3 subjects, okay? The price. Many people ask, how much does it cost to take each exam? And on the website, as you see, it is stated, you have to see the cost, which is per state. So each state has set a fee for the exams. Typically, the fee is the same for each subject, whatever the fee is. So if it's $45, and typically it's $45 for math, $45 for social studies, $45 for language arts, $45 for science. Okay, so for Texas, and I'm just going to go ahead and click cost per state. I already know what it is, but I'm just going to choose the state of Texas, which is where I'm located. And there you see the cost. So if you were to take the exam online, it is $42.25. If you were taking the GED exams in person, then each test costs $36.25 per subject. Okay, so you can also click to view state rules, so that you can understand what the cost is and how the costs are determined within your state. So we are still on about the test. We looked at the test subjects. We also looked at the price and state rules. So we kind of went to the next page. The next thing is the test scores. I get asked that question. What's the minimum score? The minimum score to pass for each exam, so it's not a cumulative, but individual scores for each exam, you must score the minimum of 145 points per exam, 145 points. You do have the maximum points that you can earn is 200 points. You actually start off with 100 points. That's the beautiful thing. You start off with 100 points. So really you are trying to earn an additional 45 points to pass your GED exam. Now, when you take your test, and this is the wonderful thing about the GED exam, you start off with 100 points. Each question that you answer correctly, you earn points. If you answer a question incorrectly, you do not lose any points, which is different than your traditional educational system, right? Typically, when you take an exam, you start off with 100 points. If you answer a question incorrectly, points are deducted from that 100, right? For GED prep or for the GED exams, it doesn't work that way. Again, you start off with 100 points. Each time that you get a question, you answer a question correctly, you earn points on top of that 100. If you answer a question incorrectly, you do not lose any points. Your points just remain the same. So if you took the GED exam and you answered all of the questions wrong, your score is 100 points. If you take the GED exam, or when you take the GED exam, because we know you're going to get some answers correctly. Just say, for instance, and you have 40 questions and you get half of those correct. Typically, if you answer about half of them correct, you should earn 45 points. Now, some students ask, depending on how many questions, what is the weight, or the point value for each question? Again, I don't know, and that's not disclosed. The reason is because each exam is different. It's customized to each scholar that takes the GED exams. It's intentional to be different. It's intentional to be random with questions and point value. Because again, of course, the goal is to make sure that you're the person taking the test, that you are earning the points, on the test, so that it's not copied or duplicated from another scholar who takes the test. Okay, so what the point value system is per question, there is a system in place for that, but the goal is for you to take your exam and to answer as many questions correctly as possible so that you can earn your 45 points. Okay, so now another question is asked: if I make only 145 points, I pass the exam, am I eligible to attend college? The answer is yes. You have your GED exams. Once you pass all 4 of your exams with a minimum score of 145 points, you receive your GED diploma, just like a high school diploma. Then you are eligible to apply to go to college. Now, whether you are accepted or not, that is the determination of that college, because having a high school diploma or a GED GED diploma, that is the starting line, right? But there are additional requirements and eligibility requirements for each college. So the best way for you to know what those additional eligibility requirements are is to contact the college, speak to an enrollment or an admissions rep, and they will give you the 411 of what it takes to be able to qualify to enroll into their college, their university, and into the programs that they offer there. All right, so but you do have your basis, your foundation. Your GED diploma is equivalent to the high school diploma, and when an admissions rep or an enrollment rep sees your GED diploma, they do not discriminate. They shouldn't discriminate between the GED and high school diploma, because there are people who have a GED that have an associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree. I even know some that have the doctorates. So yes, you can go all the way up to the top of the food chain if you choose to do so, or you just want your diploma and you want to continue to work in the field that you're an expert, all of that works as well. Okay, so yes, you can move forward with enrolling or speaking to an admissions rep or a college rep in order to move forward with college if that's what you choose to do so with your future. Accommodations, with scheduling. Let's talk about scheduling. All right, for scheduling, when you schedule your test, you have to have an account set up. So now, of course, we're on the landing page. We haven't logged in, but in order for you to schedule your GED exams, you do have to set up a free GED account. And in order to do that, you just go to the very top right if you're on your laptop and you sign up for free. When you sign up, you're going to be asked your first and your last name, your information, your location, where you're located, so that you can you will be provided with the list of locations in your area to schedule your GED exams if you choose to do so at a location. So again, once you set up your account, then you will select whether you would test at a center or online proctoring. And online proctoring means that somebody's there watching you take your test. You have to have the right type of device that can set up a system where you can be proctored in your space. You have to make sure you're in a space where it's just you and the proctor. You cannot have any other electronic devices, and they can monitor your device while you're taking your exam to make sure that you're not going to other websites. There are additional information and requirements and standards are available for you on this GED website. All right, so now about the test. We talked about test subjects, which are 4. We talked about price and state rules. So of course, you just choose or select the state that you are, where you're located, and that's where you will get the information on the cost and the standards. Now, you cannot live in the state of Ohio and try to take your GED exams based on the setup in the state of Texas. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you're transparent about where you live and follow the guidelines, because you do not want to be in a position where you are in taking your test, you become invalid, for not being honest and having the integrity of doing it the correct way. Okay, so just make sure you do it the right way. And I know you're going to do that because you're a scholar and you're trying to get your GED. But I just wanted to make sure I share that information. Now, if you are moving, or I've had some scholars where this happened, they started in one state taking their exams, and then they ended up transferring due to job or moving to live with family in a different state. Just call GED. They have a toll-free number on their website. Just give them a call, let them know your circumstances, situations, and they will tell you the best approach. They will let you know what the best approach is so that you won't be in violation of any of the rules and the standards. And it's just the same way if you were a high school student and for your freshman, sophomore year, you were in one state and then your family moved to another state, your records have to transfer over. So you just want to have everything, your I's dotted, your T's crossed, so that when you take your 4 exams and you pass, that's right, your GED diploma is valid and you're good to go to the next step. Accommodations. There are accommodations that are available for those who need accommodations. The guidelines are on the website. Make sure that you download and read the guidelines. If you have somebody that's an advocate for you or helps you with your needs, if you have any type of accommodations that are necessary for you to take your exams, then have that person assist you with reading that information. I know that in Texas, another accommodation is the language. In Texas, they offer the exams in English and in Spanish, in Espanol. So I'm not sure if it's like that in every state, but I know that it is offered in the state of Texas. So you definitely want to know what accommodations are available and take advantage of those accommodations if it's going to help you to be successful towards taking your GED and exams and passing. So there is an application that you can complete, and an appeals process if you feel like you were denied those accommodations because they didn't meet certain guidelines. All right, but here are some examples like screen color, combination guides. Those are some things. Changing the font size. Sometimes the fonts are too small. I have to wear glasses, so I need things to be large as well. So there's a lot of accommodations that are available for you. And again, contact GED if you are reading the documentation and you just need clarification. Just give them a call during their business hours, and someone will assist you with that information, with the information on accommodations. Online testing. Again, online testing is available. You must set up, and it says it's available in English and Spanish. So you must, of course, set up a GED account, and then there is a video of a process of getting a GED online. They also have tips on what's needed to take the online GED exams, and they let you know how it works. So do you have to go into a facility? A training center is what we call it. Not necessarily, as long as you have all of the accommodations set up that is required for you to take your GED online. And that is helpful, especially if you are living in parts of your state where there are not a lot of testing centers, then the GED online will probably be a huge benefit for you if that works for you, if you have that type of workspace. All right, so about the test, we've talked about test subjects, pricing, test scores, scheduling, accommodations, online testing. Now, when you click on study, they have a list of things, the GED Plus, GED classes, mobile app, they finally have that in place, online classes, practice tests, practice questions, test previews. You can shop, and additional resources are there for you. Now, I'm not going to click on every link. You need to go to the GED website. I need you to do that and get busy, get nosy about this website and learn the things that you can learn. Now, I am going to click on GED classes because just as I've shared with you, depending on where your zip code is, and I'm going to put a zip code here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they will give you a list of locations that offer GED prep classes. This is our school through PJ Education Group. And so, of course, our phone number and website is there. And the Dallas Public Library is another place, and the turnaround agenda is another place. But depending on what zip code that you put, and you will see a map where all of the testing training centers are located, training centers, and just give them a call. Find out what their process is. Does it cost to take a GED prep class? It really depends on that agency, that training facility, that training agency. So give them a call, and they will let you know what the prices are, if there's a cost, when they offer classes, if the classes are in person or online, virtual. And at the end of this video, I will share with you what we are doing for our GED scholars through our organization as well. If you are a grad, if you have your GED diploma and you need to get a copy of your transcript, you can do that. If you are not a GED grad, you're going to be a GED grad, this is where you can go to get your transcript. You can also provide the information that's necessary so that maybe your job wants to get a copy directly from the GED website. They can get a copy as well. If you are planning to go to college, further your education, they will also, as a third party, they just have to have, like your information, your GED ID number, first and last name, and they will be able to validate and verify, just like high school diploma, that you did receive your official GED. All right, so I wanted to click on that for the transcripts, and then they have a blog. Blogs are, I don't know, sometimes people sleep on blogs, but I like blogs because blogs oftentimes addresses some of the FAQs, right? So GED has a blog for students, and this is really helpful. Like, I like this one. It says, what's your learning style? Discover the best approach to studying has based on 7 effective learning styles. So we all have learning styles, right? And I'm not going to click any of these blogs, but I think that as you are preparing for your GED, oftentimes we're not successful as students, as scholars. I'm a student right now. I'm working on um, getting a degree, and I have to know my learning style. And sometimes that depends on your success. When you understand your learning style, then you can develop a plan of action towards successfully putting together uh, your schedule and the right types of tools to help you as you are preparing to get your GED. We all don't learn the same way, so I'm a visual learner. I'm a contextual learner, and I like to see things. This is why I even have the video up for you to be able to see. Sometimes I just hold a conversation with a video stream. Sometimes I just do PowerPoint presentations. And then other times I'm holding a conversation with my screen, my laptop up. And so I'm mixing it up a little bit. And I'm that type of person. I like to see different ways and methods of teaching to capture my attention, to keep my attention, and to help me to stay engaged as a scholar. So this is what I would recommend. This is a good article, a blog. This came out recently, November the 2nd, 2023. But those are blogs that you can look at and read. And, I think that these are tools that will be very, very helpful for you as you are preparing for your GED. These are some of the topics that you can look and read. And all of this, guess what? All of this is on the GED website. It is on all of this information is on the official GED website. So I'm hoping while you are watching this video that you are encouraged to go to the GED website. So to answer the number one FAQ, how do I get started? You get started by going to GED.com. GED.com. You set up your official GED website. Okay. Sign up for free. After you sign up for free, look at all of this wonderful information. Get yourself connected and knowledgeable of what is already available to you. Once you've done that, if you feel like, okay, I understand I need to take 4 exams. I understand each exam is time. I see what the exams consist of based on content. I still need a guide. I need somebody to guide me down the yellow brick road. Then that's when you reach out, you contact an agency like PJ Education Group, and we will share with you what we offer for GED scholars. So let me go ahead and do that for you now. We are in the spring of 2024, so I'm time stamping this because, of course, as time changes and shifts, our programs are different in the spring, and it's different in the summertime because summer time learning students are very different than our spring students. The same thing it is for our fall students. So for the spring of 2024, we are, let me refresh this. We do have I don't want to say March Madness, but we do have classes that we're offering, and our classes are on Mondays. We have a 6-week class where we are preparing our students for the GED exams, and the classes are Monday Central Standard Time. We have a 7:30 slot and an 8:30 slot. So our classes are virtual, so it's not zip code restricted. So that means that you can be in Chicago, Illinois, and you can still enroll in our GED prep program. You can be in the state of Texas and Houston, Texas, and still participate in our GED prep program. We do have additional uh, processes in order to enroll. You can go to our website, and going to our website, you will see what that information looks like. And then or just give us a call. And when you give us a call, myself or a member of our team will speak with you. And the first thing we do is listen to what you're trying to accomplish. We want to make sure that both of us are a good fit because, again, I would say we do a really good job with our scholars, but there's some scholars that you might do a better job in a different kind of environment. So we want to make sure it's a great fit. We don't ask anybody to spend money with us until we talk to you. And there is a fee to register for our program, and it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Again, more information is available on our website, which is PJ Education Group, and that will let you know exactly how you can enroll into our program. All right. Well, there it is. And you can give us a call also, 972-499-5229. The number's right there so you can see it. That's 972-499-5229. All right, that is a wrap. I just wanted to really, really, really encourage you to go to the official GED website. That is my go-to for everyone when they ask, what do I need to do to get started? The first thing I ask them is, have you set up your GED account? I would say 80% of the scholars that have reached out to us, the answer is no. Okay. And you can still give us a call even if you haven't done so. But I do encourage you to set up your GED website. As a matter of fact, when you give me a call, when you give us a call, you speak to myself or someone else, we're going to ask you that question. Have you set up your GED website? We're going to walk you through the process. We're going to encourage you to do so. And then we're going to set you up so that you can participate in one of our GED prep classes. We also have one-on-one tutoring as well. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate you. I'm so very excited for you as you are preparing to get your GED. Now, I need you to go set up that account. And don't forget, with this video, I need you to please make sure that you like this video, that you share this video with someone that you know is preparing for the GED, and then make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I can't wait to see you. If you are trying to get your GED, make sure you reach out to us. And if you get your GED and you would like to share your story on our YouTube channel, we would love to speak with you so you can share your experiences as you prepare to get your GED. You guys take care, and we've got some more videos coming up real soon.